forgot to, we're on computer of computer. It's a nested task list. Anyways, here is the HackMatrix studio, of which I'm sitting here. So I'm going to talk about the MMO, HackMatrix MMO, where it's going, what I'm planning on doing with it, while simultaneously working a shortwave, which is something I have in my Logos project. There's a few streams about that. It's just a series of tasks. The MMO, I want to maybe make it free. I want to get people playing it at whatever price point they can afford to play it at, basically, or want to play it at. I kind of want to release a free alpha, is basically what I'm getting at. A free alpha with an alpha distribution. I think what matters more to this project is probably getting people to play the MMO. Because that's really what the MMO is about, is sort of collaborative, immersive project building, project design and development, I think. So it's a strange concept, but I don't play video games, and so if I'm going to sell a video game, which I wanted to do, or make an MMO, which sounds kind of fun, it has to be something that I would personally play, which is sort of an esoteric self-development and success MMO set in a Linux world. So that's computer. These shortwaves develop sort of like a hyper-specific symbolic language. Computer actually means, in the shortwave, just sit at the computer and do something. Just basically, it basically just means be a couch potato. Not exactly that, but it just means, like, I don't know, browse YouTube, talk to chat, do something like that. So in a way, this Phoenix Logos project actually MMOitizes my life, which is kind of sort of the inspiration for the MMO itself, actually. But I don't think it's more of streaming my life and then having things that can interpret the stream and then interact with it, that maybe things that are more algorithmic than human. Specifically this Cyber Logos package. Anyways, I'm going to turn on some AI music. I believe I have a playlist. I forgot how to get to playlists, or I've never tried getting to playlists from this, I guess.
From 0 to 1, from 1 to 100 million. Every device, every player, every spark of code. HackMatrix rises.
So I'll do, so it says workout, I'll probably do stretches and then push-ups.
Feel the neon in your veins. We're building mega structures out of coffee, grit, and brains. One line of code turns a spark into a flame, and every installation is another step we claim. Robots waking up with the matrix in their core. Smart homes light up when we walk through the door. VR lenses glowing as we open up the
Okay, so some of this AI slop that it generated is like, sounds like evil corporate takeover. Like this one, it's talking about 100 million sparks, which basically means like 100 billion installs. I wanted it to psyop me about like building this MMO, but it sounds like maybe the type of music that like an evil villain CEO in some like sci-fi film would like listen to hype themselves up. So it's kind of a big loss on this one. This one though might be better. This was psyoping me about a specific time date or something. For a release. Alright, so this is push-ups. I think it would be weird to have an MMO where like people do live push-ups on it. That's not really something that I think the MMO should have per se. But I mean that's what I'm sort of doing in it. So. Alright, I'm going to do these push-ups now. I think I'm gonna pull the music away though. Actually, if I don't get a charger on my phone within the next 10-20 minutes, the stream will cut out. Okay, I am turning off the music now. The music is only hype up. I mean, sometimes I listen to it more, but it's only part of the, if you scroll up here, it says music and workout. So, okay, so we are working on the HackMatrix distro for this particular task. So, I'm wondering so for the first distro release, if I could take, I guess, the Gen 2 system that I have and zip it up into an ISO and just have people be able to boot into it, I think that would count pretty well as a distro release, except I think there's one thing that I want to do, which is that I think I want to, before I do a full distro release, I want some sort of authentication and sort of logging in and out of the MMO server when it boots. So this probably should be something that's configurable, or I'm not exactly sure, but I do think because it is like an online, because I'm treating it as a game, as if it were just an MMO, I would want it to boot almost immediately into the MMO, with the major idea that the distro will ship with a unique key that will, a GPG key, that will enable the distro or the user to identify themselves with the the server. So maybe I can just write that down in the like MMO development plan or something. Multiplayer source multiplayer, or I could actually go into the CyberLogos mythos. I think it's the Phoenix project. I think that's the code name for the majority of the work here. And so we'll call this distro release dot list. Okay, so this is the distro release plan, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have put it in Phoenix. Actually, there is an MMO list, mitosis. I'm not sure if this is meta, except it does have. Okay, so there's some rudimentary projects set up here. I like using Lisp to manage my projects, which is how I'm managing, I guess, this particular stream with this Phoenix project. So we have MMO. So maybe I can go to, so this is logos MMO, distro release dot list. Okay, so we have a root task. Let's call this distro root task, create root task, distro release, distro task list. There are no distro tasks. We don't need a mitosis. This thing isn't splitting. This will now be the distro task list, the distro projects, project, distro. I could have probably done all that manually. We don't need design concepts. Def list. Okay, so that was probably used on what I just deleted there. And then this is the distro. But Phoenix doesn't have end package. Weird. I was saying distro project doesn't exist. Did I get? No, I didn't get rid of the distro project. I just don't think I loaded it. So I have to just go through and load these. Okay, so now tasks. So we're in the distro release. Okay, so this is the shortwave task list. So this would be like if on this stream I say work on distro and like I want a specific set of tasks that I do when I work on the distro, I can put them here, and then that would be a cycle. I would do a cycle of work. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. There's probably not enough diversification of tasks here. But regardless, in my project system now, I have the distro release set up. I think that's probably enough for in package logos.phoenix. Tasks is still going to be switch project. I think it's probably the Phoenix project. And then just project. This is actually just the root project. Switch project, whatever the standard project is, I think. Maybe. Let's go to Phoenix. I don't think it uses switch projects. I think I made it before it was that sophisticated. No, it's just called project. There it is. Okay, I'm not going to change that. Tasks. Yeah, maybe I should use just project, so I could go switch project after doing an in package, and I don't have to remember the name of the project. Anyways, work on HackMatrix distro. I made a change to the meta, which is that I sort of got the project repo set up, the project for the distro itself set up, so that way I can manage tasks on it. So what I can do is I can go in package logos.mmo.distro switch project distro project tasks in package logos.phoenix switch project next meditation. Okay, so we're in the Zen forest of meditation here, and we see me, and I sit like this when I do work, I guess. So this might be just a there we go. That's a little bit easier to see what's going on. Okay. Okay, this isn't exactly goal meditation, but it is just meditation in general. Excuse me. So the last task is to just use the computer as a normie. So just do whatever I want to do on the computer, which I think will be to look at the stream. See if there's any chat before I close the stream. Okay, so one problem with the stream is I'm using my phone. That's not what I want to use. So maybe I can take a new picture. Looks pretty chill. And let's use that. No need to change the title. I already made the title. Thoughts on MMO Linux. Yeah, so I want a sort of free and open MMO with maybe some like different types of governance structures embedded within it. Not a single monopolistic governance structure, which is seen in like some MMOs. I want the freedom to fork the MMO, but also the freedom for the MMO itself, the clans and everything in the MMO to sort of gain resources and developer hours and such. So I'm sort of playing with that idea, but I think the metaverse should be sort of free and open like the internet was, allowing others to make money easily and freely, or business or art or whatever it is that a person wants to do. So I'm sort of playing with how virtual worlds can be like that, and it makes it tricky for me to monetize because I don't want to go into a monetary or a business model too soon and then realize that like everyone who paid in this model or everyone that the model just isn't suited to the goals of the project, and the goals are obviously somewhat esoteric in nature, so I have to be just careful with the business model and such. Anyways, computer is done. I want to now terminate the stream after I complete the computer, and I will continue to do streams, I think, that will generate interest in the MMO, improve the MMO, and I believe get some sort of distribution of the MMO out. I don't think it's quite ready, but I think it's pretty close. So that is the thoughts on MMO Linux while I do a shortwave and Common Lisp. Adios.